In terms of the explicit wait, the WebDriver wait is one way and FluentWait is another way. So WebDriver wait I have explained as of now. Let's go to the FluentWait. FluentWait is also one of the ways of explicit wait. It's not a different wait method. So in Selenium we are having only two waits. One is the implicit wait and one is the explicit wait. Under explicit wait there are two different ways. One is the WebDriver wait, another one is the FluentWait. So FluentWait is having some special logic applied. It's not simple like implicit wait. We don't have any condition. Implicit wait there is no condition, but for explicit wait there is a condition and there is a wait time also we specify. In terms of FluentWait there is some logic. First of all, let's learn the syntax, and after learning the syntax we are going to understand the logic, because the syntax itself are having what logic it applies actually. So let's learn about the FluentWait. You can go to Google search and search for FluentWait in Selenium. So if you scroll little bit down, right, FluentWait in Selenium, you search and scroll little bit down, the second result is pointing to the Selenium dev official documentation. So I am opening the official documentation. So this official documentation is having some sample usage is there. So the syntax we have to follow. So let me copy this first of all. So this is the sample usage. FluentWait is a class and it is extending the object and it is implementing the wait. So if I click on the wait is an interface in Selenium. So this interface and the object class it is extending. So FluentWait is extending the object. Object is a Java lang class is there, and wait is an interface in Selenium. So it is implementing those things. This FluentWait. So like it is saying like ignoring the exception. So here it is saying like ignoring no such element exception. So the syntax we will understand step by step. So this is the sample usage and let's read it step by step. So wait for 30 seconds for an element to be present on the page, checking. So it will be checking for this element for its presence every 5 seconds. So this is the syntax. So the syntax we have to write like wait we have to do, and this WebDriver generic I need to pass. So wait is an interface and WebDriver is also an interface, but this bracket denotes that it is a generic. So this data type I am passing to this interface, and a new FluentWait and this WebDriver generic input I am passing. So WebDriver input we need to pass. So the interface input. And this FluentWait is taking the driver reference variable. So whenever you are writing any code, right, you are creating a driver reference variable. So the name can be anything. You can name something else also. That reference variable you need to pass here. So the first step is write this one, new FluentWait of WebDriver, and then pass the driver. So after this, these are the three additional steps you have to remember. So for interview perspective, you need to at least write this 4 lines of code that I am highlighting here. So people can ask you to write the code syntax for FluentWait. So at least you will have to write this. So this is the declaration part and this is the usage part. First of all, you have to declare, right, how many seconds you want to wait, and after that you are going to pass this by.id, whatever locator you want to find, and that will return a find element. So first of all, let's understand the declaration part. This is the declaration. So write WebDriver wait equal to new FluentWait WebDriver driver reference variable, and you have to pass a dot operator here. This is a nested method. So put dot and put with timeout, and you have to pass the duration of 30 seconds. So here it is a long second, so 30 seconds we have to pass, and polling every duration of 5 seconds. That means overall it will wait for 30 seconds, but every 5 seconds it will be ignoring this exception. So generally we know like no such element exception will be thrown, right, if element is not found. So every 5 seconds it will be ignoring this exception and wait for overall 30 seconds. So here 30 is not mandatory. You can put 10 seconds here and you can put every 2 seconds. So you have to manipulate this. So total time you have to specify, and you have to pass the polling time. So polling means every iteration how many seconds you want me to wait. Here I can put 20 and here I can put 5. So every 5 seconds it will wait, and it will ignore the no such element exception. Overall 20 seconds it will wait. So based on the requirement you can put here 60 also, and here you can put every 10 seconds. So based on the need we will customize this scenario. And coming to the definition part, so this is the usage part, right? This is the declaration part and this is the usage part. So these four steps are important for interview. And coming to the syntax, you need to put a web element on the left side and put wait dot until and a new like function you have to give. This is a predefined thing in Java. So web element WebDriver you have to pass in this generic. So this is generics, right? So two parameters we are passing in this generics. So public web element and some apply method is predefined already, and it is passing this WebDriver reference. So the driver reference and WebDriver reference we are passing here, and driver dot find elements. This is common, like this is usual thing only. So just we need to use this syntax. So try to practice, and if you can memorize, it is totally okay. But this is definitely required. So this also may be required if interviewer is too particular, they can ask this, but this thing is definitely required. So if you are able to write up to this, I think they won't ask further questions. So now let me apply this thing in the coding. So copy this explicit wait and paste it. So I am going to put it like a FluentWait demo. Click on OK and open the FluentWait demo code. I am going to maximize, and I'm going to remove the implicit wait code, and let's remove everything. So implicit wait and explicit wait, WebDriver wait is done. So now we are in the FluentWait demo. So I think I'm removing all the unused imports. So keep the cursor and we can remove all the unused imports. So these are not used now. So let me remove the unnecessary things, and first of all let's declare the FluentWait. So this is the declaration part. So just you can copy this and you can paste it. So keep the cursor on the wait and you can do the import, and for the FluentWait and for duration. So duration is available in Java time and Java XXML. So time you need to take because we are dealing with time here. So java.time you have to use, and no such element exception. You can import from the org OpenQA Selenium. So this is a Selenium exception, not the Java exception. So you have to import from Selenium. So now all the errors is gone. Required imports are coming up, and we don't see any error, right? So this is the syntax. Wait, and in the angular bracket you have to specify WebDriver reference. Like this is the keyword. This is not the reference. This is just the WebDriver keyword you have to pass. And WebDriver, like wait is the variable name. Any name you can give, wait or anything. New FluentWait is the keyword, and in the angular bracket you have to specify the WebDriver. WebDriver is the interface in Selenium. So driver is the reference variable. This is the object. So you have to pass the reference variable. Any variable name you are giving for the Chrome driver reference variable, right? So this is the reference and this is the object. So the reference you need to pass, and with the timeout duration of seconds. So this is the maximum wait time and polling every 10 seconds. So ignoring no such element exception dot class. So this no such element is a class in Selenium. So you have to pass the driver here. I think I removed by mistake. So this is the declaration part. FluentWait declaration. Now I am launching the browser. So after launching the Chrome session, I am declaring the FluentWait, and now launching the website web application I am launching, and we know that it is going to take few seconds to load, and anyway like the no such element exception is going to be thrown. So we are going to apply this particular FluentWait in this case. So let's copy this code, and I'm going to copy this and put it here. So you can import this web element, and you can keep the cursor on this, and I think the function comes from Google common base, so you can select that. So now the error is gone, and for buy also org open QS Selenium, so buy is also asking for import. You can import that, and here instead of FOO I am passing the username, and here since it is name, right, instead of ID I am passing name here, and you can pass the username. So it is going to find the username locator. So web element username it will find, and the same thing, same logic you can apply for the password also. So here you pass the by.name of password. So after you find the username, we need to enter the text, right? Do send keys, and you can put anything like Swaroop, Nadella, or any other username. So if you go back, you can see admin is also there. If you want to put admin as the username, you can specify that. And coming to password, password dot send keys of, and what is the password? Admin 123. So you can put admin 123. So two elements are found, and after that, if you want to click on login also, let's find the locator for login. You can highlight on the login. You can see like we can put type equal to submit. So XPath we can build on this, or even the login text is also there. So if you want to use the XPath text method also, you can utilize that. So uh, so it is a text only. So button tag is there, and the button tag closing is there. So this is going to be a text only. So even you can put contains text, because there are spaces before and after, so we can put contains text, or use the type equal to submit. So maybe type equal to submit is better attribute for XPath. Copy this, and if you want to check it here, do control F and do double slash, and I can put star and put bracket at the rate type equal to submit. So you can see one element is found. So this is a login button. So even for login button, I can apply this. So this is the locator for login button. So same thing you can apply for login also. If you want to apply the FluentWait on login button. So this is for login button. Dot click button, we need to do the click operation, and you pass the XPath here. Do control X, and here pass the XPath and remove the password and put the XPath. So here you can put the single quote or double quote. I am putting single quote. So at the double slash star at the rate type equal to submit. So this is the locator for XPath locator for the login button. So browser will launch, and this is the declaration for FluentWait, and website is loading, and anyway it is going to take some time, right? Like 2 or 3 seconds it is taking, and after that this username it will apply this FluentWait. Even if I put 10 seconds here, it will, I think it will immediately quickly change. So instead of 10 here, 60, I will put 10 here. Here I will put 2. So here it won't need more than 10 seconds. So let me put 10, and 2 seconds is the polling time. So every 2 seconds it will be continue to iterate 10 and 2, and it will ignore this no such element exception. The same thing is being applied to username and password and login button. Even if the element continues to take some time, right? So this FluentWait, what it will do, it will continue to iterate multiple times. So let's execute this and check whether it will work. So after login, it will go to the home page after login. So that page should happen. Let's go save this and run as Java application. So website is loaded, and orange HRM is getting loaded, and we can see admin username password is entered, right? Login also clicked, and you can see this is the website that is launched. So it is having all these controls on the left side: admin, PIM, leave, time, recruitment. So many things are there, and upgrade button. This is the home page after login. So after login, if you want to do any validation steps also, you can perform. Like if you want to print anything, like you can use the get text method, or you want to check whether a particular text is available on the website also. After login, you can put an if condition and do that validations. So that validations I am not going to do now, but you can implement those validations. And another best practice you can do, like after launching the browser, you can always do the driver.manage.window.maximize. It is better to maximize always and then start automating. So then the window will be full and all the elements will be visible properly. So I am executing one more time. Browser is maximizing, and then orange HRM demo website is loading, and admin password is entered, and it is clicking on login and going to this home page. So as of now it is looking good. I can even put driver.close or driver.quit here. So if you want to do any validations, you can practice that. Either close or quit method I can execute on this, and let me run it one more time. So it is closing very quickly. You don't see any exceptions, right? This is a warning because of driver.close. If I use driver.quit, I think there won't be any warnings. So let me execute one more time. It is logging in, going to the home page, but it is quickly closing. That's the reason you cannot see what is happening. So it is happening very quickly. So quit method, if I am using, there are no warnings.